Hey, what's going on, people? Happy Saturday. It's about 6 a.m. here in Chicagoland, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update with my everything that's going on. First and foremost, look at that. You purchased a Sapphire small forward from the auction house. Let's see. Sapphire. I probably have every single one. That's the problem. Yep, yep. I mean, 2 tokens. I wouldn't mind like losing it, like spending 600 and then just to get the 2 tokens, but I think I'm good. But anyway, let me just show you. So here's my update. I've completed everything up to Diamond. I have 1 out of 15. And Penny is who I'm going to cop first. As you can see, I have 1,000 tokens and trying to get 200 more today by buying one of the sets. Now, to qualify for Galaxy Opal Market, as you can see, I have to purchase 7 more pink diamonds, total of 8. So that's 1,050 tokens, and then, with the 200 added, I'm going to have about 200 towards 750. I'm still going to need about 550 tokens. So, my hope is the 2K will continue to release more cards with token as the reward for collection, because I don't really have too many other options. I've completed the 2020 roster, and then I've completed the heat check. I highly recommend trying to complete this if you want more tokens, because these gave 25, which is really good per collecting each team. So you do the math, that's a lot of tokens. Now, the premium, this is what I'm working on right now. I'm sorry, this one. As you can see, I have 4 out of 5. And let me just tell you, this guy right here, I bought him for 29,000 from auction house a day or two ago, and 29,000, and he came with a diamond contract, and then I bought the shoes and I put it on him. But what a bargain he was. So Maurice Lucas is the only one I do not have, and I currently have a bid on him, so I don't know. I think this set, Phil is the one that's going for really high, but I'm not sure. I think David Thompson was relatively cheap too. But not only is Nate Thurman, I mean, I feel like I stole him, but he's really good. I mean, he rebounds like nobody else. And then with the shoes that I put on him, see, it's all defense, basically. So 5 attribute, his stamina is up to 98, defensive consistency is 98, but interior defense is up to 99 now. So he's a very good card. I highly recommend him, and he's going for pretty much next to nothing. And then these, as you are, might not be aware, but if you are, it's just, I need to complete these, and that's extra 100. I completed these 2 things. And then I have this, so I have 2 more 100 tokens that I could potentially complete. The only problem with, I mean, this one's worth 75 tokens, which is not bad. But, I mean, right now I think the prices are a little bit too high. I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon is pretty expensive, as you can see. So, anyway, that's pretty much, to me, it's not worth, I will concentrate in finishing out the ones where I still have 100 left, because I think in terms of how many MTs I spend and getting 100 tokens, these are better value. So that's kind of where my mindset is right now. I only need 3 more of these, but you know, with Giannis and Anthony Davis, you're still gonna have to spend quite a bit. He's going for 84 about, and then he's going for about similar, so that's 160,000. And let's say Buddy, really doesn't matter, but you know, you figure 170,000 just to get complete that. So I'm going to see if the market comes down a little bit more, but I got my eyes on this one, and then this other one right here. So, and then let me just give you so the rewards. I completed Historic Domination, and I completed both of these, and they gave me 2 Ruby cards for this and 2 Ruby cards for that, and I thought that was really nice. The rewards can be found here, these 4 guys. I hear Bob Sura because he's a point guard and 6'7", 6'5", I'm sorry. He's a really good card, but I mean, I don't need him. So right now, as you can see, my lineup is pretty darn good. You know, I have these 5 guys starting. Isaiah Thomas, you know, everybody criticizes me because he can't play defense, but I keep telling people when I play, he plays very good defense, so I'm very happy with him. I'm glad I grind Isaiah Thomas the Galaxy Opal. And then I have on bench, you know, these 3 guys are highly talented. I mean, these super duper cards. And then this guy right here, let me just show you. I got him for next to nothing with diamond contract. Got him for like 50,000 or something. So that's pretty crazy. But this guy right here, look at it. He comes with 98 3-point shot. Comes with 98 3-point shot. So the only thing I don't like is speed with ball and acceleration for a point guard, but you know, it's not bad. I've used him in the practice, and he has a very good release. So, and he has 10 Hall of Fame. You know, he's range extender, hot start. So I cannot wait to show you what he can do. I am going to play a game here soon, and then. I mean, with the addition of Nate Thurman, you know, these 2 guys are on the bench. So at some point, I am going to, you know, I don't know. You know, I have just 2 more cards that do not have diamond contracts, and my goal is to have an entire lineup of very good players with diamond contracts. That way I don't have to deal with that aspect of it anymore. Of course, I have tons of contracts. Let me just show you my collection here. So this is kind of cool, you know. These 2 shoes with 3-pointers, I'm gonna wait to put it on like Penny for sure. But these 2 are free from 2K. Daily spin and 150th game on TTO. So thank you for that. And I bought this. And then contract. I have 9 diamond contracts. I bought these at one point. I can't remember. Maybe Thanksgiving or Christmas. After everyone got that for free for logging in for that day. I bought a lot of these for like 12, 13,000 or something from the auction house. So I stocked up. And then, you know, these things, oh my goodness. I don't really need them. So sometimes I sell them for 300, 400, 500, 600. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, with that said, I think that catches up on my collection, except, oh, wait. So, you know, just this week I did get to what they're calling All-Star, as you can see, and then they gave me 100,000 MT. That was nice. And then my insignia on the up right hand corner changed to diamond, so that's really nice too. I think this was maybe an amethyst or something. It didn't really change, and then all of a sudden when I got here, it became a diamond. So I'm guessing at some point I'm going to switch over to pink diamond and then galaxy opal. But the good news is I only need 150 cards increments to get to these, to Scottie Pippen, and then 200 to 750 tokens, and then the big dogs. This guy right here, I bought the Legend Edition. He's going to be just super good, right? So I have a diamond contract waiting for you, D-Wade. You don't have to make that face. So yeah, so I'm at 2,032 cards. I've essentially exhausted every option to buy anything below 5,000. There's not a card that I do not own that's less than 5,000 MT. So right now I have to be very careful in what I spend, but I also want to grow my collection. So I might be ahead of the curve in terms of what I want to spend per card and how many cards are released by 2K. So anyway, let me just show you real quick my domination right here. I got Dale Ellis the other day. Obviously at this point in time I'm not going to use him because he's a 93. Sean Kemp, I think definitely I will use him in my lineup just because he's Sean Kemp and the dude can literally fly. And I'm about to play these. But first thing I was going to do was, we have new weekly challenges, week 20. My goodness, already. It's been 5 months since release of this game, I guess. And I get 6 tokens. So I'm going to grind this. I did complete these 2 things online to get 6 and 6, so 12 tokens. I have no interest in playing golds or emeralds, to be honest with you, but you know, I guess if I get bored. But let me just show you with my awesome lineup a quick 3-minute game. The first game, the only thing I have to do here is win the game. And you know, I'm up to 229 subs, which I really appreciate. And some of you that have been with me since, say, day one, when I started this at the launch of NBA 2K20 back in September, you'll note that as I was grinding Isaiah Thomas, I was playing Isaiah Thomas and, you know, 4 really good cards and not subbing people out because it's only 3-minute quarters, with stamina being pretty decent, and I wanted to score as many points as possible with Isaiah Thomas. I didn't sub anybody out. So, but now that I have reached the max with him, I can just literally enjoy the game as it's intended, subbing in and out, and get to basically show you every player as they come in and out. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going a little slow here because this man right here, my favorite player of all time, in his native Boston Celtics outfit, being welcomed at the Garden. And then Ray Allen, of course, the big 3, the original big 3 with the Celtics. I completed the Brandon Ingram 49-point 2,500 MT moments challenge. I put that up on YouTube, where Ray Allen scored 51 points, you know, before the first half. So he's a pretty good card, to say the least. And then my diamond, you know, diamond basketball, which I think is super duper. And you get that for collecting all the diamond cards from the token market. I don't think anyone can rebound on me. I mean, at least the computer. And then, you know, I'm getting used to trying to call a few plays.
Duncan left side.
Okay.
That's on the shot clock. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Allen, that's good.
The pick and roll didn't work really well, but I do call a couple of plays, mainly to get a sharpshooter free, and then
Irving passes to
drain a
Johnson.
three. That's usually the types of plays I call.
Smith scanning the floor.
Don't know why I was.
From past the arc.
Yeah, with Tim Duncan and Thurman, people are not going to be. I mean, the CPU is not going to be able to rebound.
In the first quarter.
And this guy right here is just so sweet. Okay. That was my fault, not his. His three-pointer arc is just.
Right now, they need a basket.
Sorry, dude. And
here comes Chicago. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And he can still do that, which.
Great teamwork.
And I don't know about the expression on his face.
Perfect example of how to run the
Think of what you will, but you know,
get a great look.
I don't know. When I see it, I'm like, is he playing basketball or yeah, it's kind of weird. And
Pass to Irving.
Let's see. And this guy right here, see, again, I mean, look at him. I mean, I think his defense is pretty darn good. You know, he was sticking with his man. And I think I just have a little fun here.
To the middle, here's Duncan, and he drops in the layup.
I was going to shoot three with Ray, but
superb when he gets in close to the basket.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure. Yep, sub is on. So a lot of people, I think, go in here and change like coach settings and stuff. I don't do anything. I just play as is. I try to have the best players, play my best, not make any mistakes, force anything, exactly take what the defense gives me online or offline, and seems to work really well.
Quick start here for Chicago.
I think this guy and this thing right here seems to work more often than not, but not that time. Let me see. When you call for...
Doubled by Smith.
Oh, jeez.
Allen kicks to Duncan. Pass to Thomas. From deep.
Okay.
So good. Misses his first shot of the night. Cleveland trails.
Usually he drains those. And
a wide open look for James. And that one hits back out.
It was an operator error. Let's see if that works again, because I still don't know when it works and when it doesn't. Oh, there you go.
Allen for three. Good. And the assist.
So, yeah, if you put a decent three-point shooter on the corner and then call for a screen, you see what happens, right? The defender backs off. I guess it's because they think you're going to do a pick and roll, but then you pull the trigger and you drain a three and green it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here.
Let's see if.
Taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys.
So I should have all new players, and I do.
Just a terrific.
And T-Mac is.
Really by their
oh my gosh, he's just so good. It's not even funny how good he is.
We've got Rose. Tracy McGrady is out there.
Okay, sorry about that. So that's the kind of play. See, just.
So that's the 5 in the game.
You know, if I was a better player.
And he finishes nicely.
I would have drained that shot.
Show off his quickness like that all the time. Love how he just sliced his way.
And I can literally overpower with D Rose, but
now Rose on the wing. Harden.
There you go. See, that's a nice play.
Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
So I'm basically practicing. You know, I do all of these weekly challenges because you do get, when you add them all up in the 5 games, quite a bit of MT. Enough to buy tons of contracts. I know a lot of people are not happy with contract situation. They want 2K to get rid of it. Oh.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Rose dishes to
it was a call for a pick and roll for.
Ball's knocked loose.
For Harden, and then
LeBron finally gets one to fall.
For some reason, it didn't work. So let's see.
He's exceptionally
okay, let's isolate and show you what this guy can do. Maybe not. I mean, he was wide open, so I had to do that. So I don't know if it's me or not, but you saw how I was calling for an isolation, and then you would think
Irving.
by definition,
Here's Fry and
I was going to get one-on-one with Rose and Kyrie, and then just take advantage of the fact that I'm.
Now here's Rose. No points in the game yet for him.
Okay. Does he back up? No, he does not.
Pardon the pass to Ewing. Kicks to Chamberlain. From the arc, another three for Chicago.
Assists like that have typified their effort today.
Pink Diamond D Rose is just too good. Oh, look at Mark Price is about to come in. That's good.
Cleveland, down by 12.
I'm kind of curious to see.
With it, guarded now by Irving. Floats it up for Rose.
What his three-point.
It's easy to see how hard it's been.
Three-pointers. We're gonna, how good he is on three-pointers. So why don't I foul?
James, that's a two-pointer.
Okay.
And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
He doesn't play around.
I just take a timeout so I can get my subs in, especially Mark Price. Since it's only 3-minute quarters, this might not be the best way to show him off, but there's one thing I can do to make sure we have him in there. So why don't I just go to manual, and then we'll show you Mark Price.
You can't check him without fouling. The precision of his movements.
Let me see.
Scores. Come on, man.
Just want to see what
Chicago ends up going with the new group, and then
his very first shot
comes in for
of his NBA career under my management is a perfect green. How do I describe Mark Price's shooting? It's definitely different, and if you play him, you'll know what I mean. How do I describe it? If I were controlling, say, Ray Allen and his three, when I'm about to release and I only use right stick, I made a video maybe 2 weeks ago now where I was using only my right stick with Isaiah Thomas during my grind to Galaxy Opal. And I felt more comfortable and I made more shots with the right stick. So I've stuck with it. But anyway, so at the point of release for Mark Price, there's almost a slight hesitation right before he turns green, if that makes any sense. Ultimately, whoever you feel the most comfortable with in terms of release, that's who you should be playing, because it's going to help you tremendously. Hey.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love out there with LeBron James, and it's Kyrie Irving.
I was calling for a play. You saw it, right? I don't know why it didn't do a screen.
Oops. Thompson throws it down.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Brian always cognizant of everyone around.
I guess that play just doesn't work.
And here's Price.
Okay, maybe pick and roll. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Thurman. He dishes it to Duncan. And here's Price from beyond the arc.
Yep,
and
just a really nice release.
Duncan's got 3 assists in the game.
I think right now I know Isaiah Thomas well, and then I know Ray Allen well in terms of being able to shoot. One thing I've been doing when I go into practice is use. It's not working. Use the Hall of Fame difficulty when I practice my three-point shots. This should be good. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, Mark Price is, for the price, no pun intended, it's, he's a really good card and really good price, and not to mention 200 token reward if you collect all of them, so.
This is the thru. Chicago leading by 16. inside.
And he can dunk.
There's Price.
He can definitely dunk.
By Allen.
And
Allen's got 3 assists in the game.
Obviously this is my first game playing with him, so what you're seeing is
right now
what you get. So
momentum.
The drive by James. That one good for 2.
Man, that's a charge.
Floater isn't an easy shot, but James makes it look simple. That's just exceptional control.
Let's see. See, he's got handles.
Pass to Bing.
Free him up.
Allen surveying the D. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah.
And really, as the 3-pointer.
So that's Ray Allen for you, though. I mean, last night, like I said, I scored 51 points relatively easily. Greened a lot. I didn't green all.
Foul on the shot.
And then now that I've shown you what Mark Price can do, I'm going to go ahead and go back to auto because I really like my lineup and I want to control every single one of them. That's the whole point. And here's my favorite. I kind of, as much as I love Isaiah Thomas, and I spent so much time with him, I mean, the grind. I mean, I think it was 1,500 points, amethyst to diamond. And then it was 3,000 from diamond to pink diamond, and then 5,000 points from pink diamond to galaxy opal. So, oh, that was ugly release, but he made it. So I've fallen for my guy Isaiah Thomas, and I defend him at all costs. And I even tweet too at Isaiah Thomas, but he doesn't respond. I'm sure I'm the only one giving him love on social media. But my point was, it would have been ideal for me, and I'm sure you have your own favorite player. Comment below and tell me who you would have liked. But Larry Bird grind, I think, would have been better for me. That would have been not only because he's such a good player, but also because he's my favorite. And I would have spent so much time, and I would have enjoyed grinding him. I think a bit more than any other player. So, I mean, not to say anything negative about Isaiah Thomas. It's just, I think in 2K21, if you're listening, 2K, what you could do is have an option of several players, like you did with the starter pack. Who do you want? I chose Vince Carter. Give us like options, and we can choose who we want to evolve as a reward. I think that would be cool. Like the fan favorites, the top 5 players that from fan poll or usage or what have you, and that's what gets.
He kicks the bird.
Yep. I just don't know why they backed off. But the only thing I can think is they do it because sometimes, maybe to the AI, that's the better play because you're about to do a pick and roll and defenses gearing up for defending against that. That's the only thing I can think.
Gives them the opportunity to give their starters
Let's do a play.
Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Bird left side, beyond the arc.
Boom.
Good on the triple. Bird's got 11 in the second hit.
Boy, yeah.
I'm not really sure what floppy means. A lot of players for NBA games, NBA 2K,
I love this approach right now.
Are very familiar with basketball, and they understand, and they can even create their own plays, but I just know enough, I guess. I know what works, and then I learn, and then adapt, but I don't necessarily know what floppy means. And then that's why I don't mess with the settings, because honestly, I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, if you do this and do that in the settings with your defense, you don't need an overpowered team to win domination. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know what those changes will do, so I don't mess with it.
Here's Harden. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. It's good.
So, an easy win, 200 MTs, but more importantly, I'm working towards the 6 tokens.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And with my wonderful team, it's just so much fun.
Jefferson
And
against McGrady.
now that I don't have to only score with Isaiah Thomas, there's a little bit more meaning behind every game, which is kind of nice. And not to mention, I get to reap the rewards of Isaiah Thomas being a 99 Galaxy Opal because he is super fast. And, you know, with the Hall of Fame badges, like 19 of them, including your Giant Slayer.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, I did that intentionally because the kid in the game, he does that quite often.
This is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Kevin Love, the best player in all of Ohio on the worst team in the NBA.
And by a big margin. And the outcome of it.
Okay. Please sub. I always appreciate it. Please share. Please tell your friends. If you have suggestions on what you might want to see, let me know. Comment, anything. Whatever you have. Suggestions, improvements, criticism, whatever. I take it all, and I appreciate it very much. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I might make a video of domination because I'm about to start the all-time, and I'm sure the first few games are going to be relatively easy. But anyway, so I earned, I think, almost 800 MTs just by playing that game. But like I said, more importantly, I want to complete all of this so that I can get my 6 tokens, and we will see you later.